91.5 WBIM presents Bridgewater's Saturday Night Soundtrack with Rob Hicks. Whoever you're with, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, don't stop. Just turn us up. Coming to you live from the Adrian Rondelou Campus Center. We are your destination for commercial-free classic rock to power your nights. Bruce Springsteen, Tom Petty, Pearl Jam, Eric Clapton, AC/DC, Zeppelin, Foo Fighters, Aerosmith, The Clash, Nirvana, Guns N' Roses, Rolling Stones, Soundgarden, Van Halen, and hundreds more. 5 decades, thousands of songs, and one show to rule them all.
All kinds of cool bands.
You guys rock! We are all request at 508-531-1303.
I can hear what I want when I want.
Every song just rocks.
So go get some food in the belly, gas in the tank, and prepare to make your Saturday night something classic. The Saturday Night Soundtrack with Rob Hicks begins now on Bridgewater's own 91.5 WBIM.
91.5 WBIM Bridgewater Saturday Night Soundtrack is here. Rob Hicks, Jared Barbetta, Steve Rimmer, and, well, until 11 o'clock, you're going to be listening to the best show here at WBIM. We are the show that no matter what happens, we roll with the punches, and we give the people the best show they could possibly hear on the Bridgewater airwaves.
Yes, we're back.
I've told you before not to worry about that.
But the light?
Don't worry about the light.
Yeah,
the light is fine. Light's fine.
Well, good. Well,
so, how are you? How are you, gentlemen?
Oh, we're good.
Oh, yeah?
Better now that the greatest radio show is on.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Call us up, 508-531-1303. You can like us on Facebook. Just search for Saturday Night Soundtrack. And you can follow us on Twitter at SN Soundtrack. Easy.
Yeah.
So do it.
That's what all the kids are doing today.
Absolutely. A lot of stuff's been going on within the past 2 weeks. We haven't been here in 2 weeks.
No.
We had a legitimate reason for...
snow.
It's just snow. We've had a legitimate reason for not being here last week because, blizzard. And, been anxious to get back here and get back into it. And how have you guys been coping with the... how has the snow been treating you?
The same as everybody else. Shoveling.
The wife's getting really good at shoveling right now.
There's Steve delegating tasks. That's the way to do it. One person that I'm hoping after tonight that we have a better connection with now that we've all met him.
Yeah.
Nate, who's working down at Tedeschi's, and we know this because we went to go see him. Just kind of hoping that he's doing okay. He's plugging through his night, and
he's doing okay. He's holed up with 2 nice-looking young ladies, ain't Mary Lou's?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
There's nothing wrong with working there.
There you go. So stop complaining, Nate. What are you complaining about?
put on one of those, sweet songs for one of those girls.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
So what is going on in there?
Don't you worry about it, okay?
That is.
We won't worry about what's going on over there. You won't worry about what's going on here.
Nothing's going on over here.
Oh, you're
hosting the show.
Playing with?
What are you playing with there, sir?
My nut.
And it begins.
Oh, it certainly does. You're in trouble.
Lots of trouble.
Yeah.
508-531-1303. Call us up. Oh, what I was going to say was that I'm hoping, I'm hoping, number one, that he calls, obviously.
He better call more than once.
He better. Number two, I'm hoping that, what's the deal? How come he hasn't followed us on Twitter or Facebook?
Maybe he doesn't have those things.
He has those things. He has to have those things.
Well, then, how about this? We will hold his T-shirt for ransom.
Hostage.
Yeah, hostage. If he does not like the pages.
I think that's a good idea.
Yep, that works. So if you're listening, Nate, Sam.
Hey, he gave you a bag tonight. Be nice.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he didn't charge you for it either. Even though he told you if we were in California, you would be effed.
Wait a second. Let's clarify here. You gave me a plastic bag for which I can put my garbage in my car in, not anything nefarious.
He's probably talking about.
He's probably talking to him right now. But just that way, so people will understand that nothing nefarious had happened there. He gave me an empty plastic bag.
I like the. That's a good word, nefarious.
Nefarious. Nefarious is a very entertaining word.
What was the word that Greg used, 2 weeks ago? No, it was Nate used it.
Nate, yeah, what was it? Do you remember?
No.
I'm distracted by your sweater.
Again with a P. This keeps me warm, and I needed it tonight after walking around outside for 2 hours.
It reminds me of that Saturday Night Live skit. when they're on the radio.
Yeah, no, I watched some of that last week, and I'd never seen Saturday Night Live. So
You've never seen the show?
Nope.
I figured that you would be a watcher.
No.
Oh.
No, I think you have to grow up with it. My wife loved it.
I enjoyed that show. I watched the Saturday Night Live special. Did you?
I did not.
You're Richard.
I probably haven't seen Saturday Night Live in like 10, 15 years.
I love that show.
I've lost track of it. I just fell out of the habit.
Well, watching the special would have put you back on track. I'll say this, and I feel strange saying this. There was a song on there, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, right?
By Paul Simon, yeah.
By Paul Simon. Do you know who the person that played that song that night blew me out of the water?
Miley Cyrus. I saw that.
I was no. I groaned too when I saw her. I was like, oh no, she's gonna do something terrible. But when she started playing that song, she did it really well. She can clean up her act and actually perform.
Oh yeah.
Instead of twerking all over the place. Yeah, that's right.
Twerking all over the place.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, like, she could do a good job, but she's not twerking.
Did you see that picture on
Stop
Facebook last week?
No.
She's taking a selfie in front of a mirror, and her poor father stood behind her. And he's got this so disappointed look on his face.
Well, yeah, if my daughter was Miley Cyrus, I'd be disappointed, too.
I think everybody would.
Yeah. You want birth control, look at Miley Cyrus. That's birth control.
Big billboard.
Get that picture of Billy Ray Cyrus looking all morose in the background and her taking a selfie, and put that on big billboards. Think twice about having children, is what it should say.
It's great. We should do that. Let's work on those after T-shirts.
Yeah,
after T-shirts.
You want your update on T-shirts?
We'll get it next segment.
Let's talk about the phone call.
Next segment.
Do you want to talk about the?
No, I will. We got a call from Nate, so he wants to hear some music. So we're going to get into
what's he hear?
Well, he wants to hear some Fleetwood Mac, so we're going to get into that in the next block.
See, there you go. Is it for a girl? Did you dedicate it to one of the girls that are wearing yoga pants at the Mary Lou's?
No.
Oh, Nate, you're failing. You're failing, man.
So simple.
Yeah. Hey, listen, girl at Mary Lou's in yoga pants. I'm going to play you some Fleetwood Mac. Some Labyrinth.
Yes.
Big classic rock block coming up. 508-531-1303. Give us a call. We're going to be doing all request classic rock till 11 o'clock. We're going to kick this next one off with a song from an album that has its anniversary coming up. 25th anniversary this coming August.
Saturday nights and classic rock. They just go together like bacon and hot fudge sundaes.
Whatever.
Just trust us on this, okay? Bacon and hot fudge sundaes. Yum. The Saturday Night Soundtrack with Rob Hicks on 91.5 WBIM.
Black Crowes, 91.5 WBIM Bridgewater. Saturday Night Soundtrack. Rob Hicks here with you. Jared Barbetta, Steve Rimmer. Mikey D has joined us. And, that last song just kind of reminds me of, the old days, the amicable days, back when the Black Crowes were together, getting along. They were able to be in the same room and, do some classic rock. Apparently now that is not the case. There's been a lot of stuff going on. I guess Chris Robinson just started talking about the breakup. He gave an interview. I can't remember where it was. I think it was, I don't remember if it was directly to Huffington Post or what, but he had given an interview basically saying that he would have preferred to have just left without all the controversy. Rich Robinson saying that Chris was making some unusual and demanding and taxing financial requests. And, it's always the money, more money, more problems, and it's always breaking them up. But that was back, those are the good days. Back off Shake Your Moneymaker, Hard to Handle, when they were just making the music and, together.
Me, one of my all-time favorite songs by them.
Yeah, and they could just talk to each other and actually collaborate and do something. So, 7:33, coming up on 7:34, and how's everyone doing? How you guys doing out there?
Well, I'm doing research.
Oh, that's good.
Hey,
how are you doing, Steve?
I'm doing good. Guess what?
Yeah, what?
Bob Dylan gave an interview recently to one magazine only. You got to guess which magazine.
Rolling Stone?
It was to a Rolling Stone ex-employee, but at a different magazine now.
Rolling Stone ex-employee.
Penthouse.
Oh, you stole my file. I was just going to say that.
You got to be quicker than that, sir.
Now, you guys will never guess, so I'll tell you. AARP.
Okay.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that one.
Who's the employee?
I can't remember the name of the guy now, but he sought him out and he now writes for AARP, so it's an exclusive interview just for that magazine.
That's great.
What kind of...
Isn't that great?
I wonder what he has to
And
say.
he was talking about the new album, which is all covers.
Yeah.
So I guess it's kind of quite good.
They're all like Sinatra covers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of that kind of career. You know, you're writing for what used to be a prestigious magazine like Rolling Stone, and then what are you writing now?
There's nothing wrong with AARP magazine, by the way.
I'm going to have to get that article just to read it. Something sounds like it may be interesting.
Subscriptions
To
are
see what he
free
has to say.
for your age, right?
Yeah. I've been getting it for the past 2 years. You get it the minute you turn 55.
No, yeah. Oh, so Mikey, you got them?
What? No. Wait a minute. I don't need it. Will you say a little while ago, I'm not quick?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not quick enough? Hey, Hicks,
Yeah,
tell this guy how quick I am.
he's quick.
Yeah, I'm so quick, I can shut off my bedroom light and be in bed before the room gets dark. And I ain't kidding.
I mean, we don't really have any, we're going on your word.
Okay,
on this, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And we don't want any verification. You know what I'm saying? That's fine.
Yeah,
Taking
yeah.
your word is okay. We'll go with that.
Okay, we'll leave it at
Go
that.
with
then.
that.
Oh boy.
Yeah. 508-531-1303. We're doing Classic Rock until 11 o'clock. You can follow us on Facebook, Saturday Night Soundtrack. You can follow us on Twitter, @SN Soundtrack.
We're talking to you, Nathan.
Yeah, please, because you're a legit fan, and we don't have you as a follower.
Yeah.
We've got all sorts of different followers from bands I've never heard of, and people who just follow just to follow.
We got the paparazzi in here.
So, you know what I mean? Like, we've got all these random followers. It would be nice to have a follower who legitimately listens to us.
Nathan.
And actually likes the show.
Gregory Black. Where's that guy? Washing dishes.
You gotta, one of two places. You gotta figure that out of the two of them, one of them's gotta have the Facebook and the Twitter like the kids do
I'm
on
willing
the interwebs.
I'm willing to bet that Nathan only has a MySpace and a LiveJournal and a Friendster account.
Friendster. Oh,
You probably...
Nate, prove us wrong and follow us and like us.
Yeah, we know that
Wherever
you
you
have your phone
can.
on you.
We know he's right around the corner listening.
Yeah, Mikey, when you leave the studio, right, go down there and whip him into shape.
It won't take much.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Just go down there and say, get on the ball and follow us.
Yeah.
Like a creepy stalker.
Nate,
Like we already did tonight.
Nate the skate.
We showed up and we bombarded him.
Yeah, we did. He looked a little overwhelmed
Flummoxed.
by the fact that we showed up. And you got to wonder, like when we first walked in, before you came in, because he recognizes you.
Yeah.
But when we first walked in, I was like, I wonder if Nate's gonna hear us and recognize us.
I heard him
Because
get
how
all
many-
giddy when I walked in.
You know what I mean? Like how many people walk around? You got a tall guy speaking. He sounds all British. You got me walking around, a little short guy.
Chris Parnell looking guy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Then you got Jared walking around, just walking around.
Yeah.
then
I
he came
don't
in.
walk around though. I got like bulldozers, wrecking balls,
I like that.
swinging.
What's going on? Mikey D brought in some Rush as promised. So here's what we're gonna.
Classic rock rules.
Here's
I
what
can
we're
tell
gonna
you what you
do.
have to do with the Rush.
CRR. Don't you ever forget it.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play Rush,
Boo.
and then we're gonna play Fudgy.
It's Budgie with a B.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have it, right?
I do. It's
Before I make
it's
these
on
promises?
my cellular phone.
Oh, is it on the playlist that you made that was called quote songs double B won't play?
Exactly.
Okay.
Along with other delicious songs like by Terry Reid. I got Sir Lord Baltimore. That's a fantastic tune. I have Lucifer's Friend, which you still need to play. I played that song for you before,
Yeah, no, I know.
and that's a fantastic song.
Would you say they're from Canada, right? They're from Canada
No,
too?
no, they're from England.
Oh, England.
Yeah. In fact,
Why?
the song by Ride the Sky by Lucifer's Friend, which is I have on my phone.
Yeah, we understand that.
The Led Zeppelin stole a little bit of some music from them.
Stole, huh?
Yeah, they
They were around long before Budgie.
No, I'm talking about the band Lucifer's Friend.
Oh,
We've moved on from Fudgy.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Budgie with a B.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, so I got the two songs by that band.
Alrighty.
so we're gonna play some Rush.
We're gonna play some Rush.
Spirit of radio on radio.
There you go.
Oh, here we go.
And then after that, we're going to hear Budgie. And you, the listener, can decide which band you think sounds better. Because Jared's contention is that Budgie, I said it right that time.
There you go. Yeah.
Out of respect.
You playing it right after this?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
be here for
after
it
that.
then.
So his contention.
Did he say he'll give you a fountain pen?
Jared's contention is that Budgie is better than Rush. You, the listener, are going to have an opportunity to find out now when we play Spirit of the Radio and Budgie right after that.
Yep.
It's 508-531-1303. After Budgie, I expect calls. Pronto. No questions asked.
Do
If you
it.
don't call,
I'm sending Mikey D to your house.
91.5 WBIM Bridgewater Saturday night soundtrack. Double shot of Ozzy there. You kicked it off with Black Sabbath off the Paranoid album. Fairies Wear Boots. And then Mom, I'm Coming Home. That was off his solo No More Tears. No More Tears for you guys because we got classic rock until 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And 7 after 8, Rob Hicks, Jared Barbetta, Steve Rimmer.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going on? How you doing?
No, I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing great. Prior to that, we heard a little bit before, you impressed Mikey D.
Yeah, I sure
So
did.
we got to give you some credit for that. We played some Rush. We played Spirit of the Radio, and then we followed it up with Budgie.
Yep.
And
I turned to stone.
yeah, turned.
I
to
got
stone.
another one on here, too.
Yeah.
So that's going to happen.
Is that the Hammer and Tongs?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we also have a Ramones cover, or Ramones covering somebody.
There you go.
So-
Steve's giving it the thumbs up.
Yeah, so we're going to get that done.
Great.
And then also we didn't get to do the bit at the moment, but I'd still like to do that bit that we discussed over dinner about.
Yeah. Well, we will get to that. We'll get to
Good.
that in a little bit later on.
Do you want an update on T-shirts?
As a matter of fact, you read my mind because I was at the point where I was starting to wonder about the T-shirts, and you said you were going to give us a status update.
Yes. Roughly, we're going to catch for T-shirts about $1.60.
And you don't mean $1.60.
I don't mean $1.60, but that will get us
A dozen?
That'll get us a little bit more than a dozen. That'll get us 2 smalls, 2 mediums, 4 larges, and 4 extra larges. How many is that?
Sounds like a dozen to me.
That's a dozen.
You were right, actually.
Well, I think it might be cheaper if we order more. I got to investigate through that vendor a little bit further.
Gotcha.
But we're right now we're up in about the 160
Now, why is a baker's dozen 13?
because he was drunk.
Well, I've got to search that one out. I'll let you know next time.
Yeah, please let us know. Well, you should do that.
Look around and see what the cause is.
Yeah.
So here's my question now, is what is the time for, so say we decide that we're going to go with the $1.60 or whatever, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Let's just say for the sake of argument that we can just throw it around here and be like, $1.60 is fine.
Yeah, because we're just going to hand this stuff out. No one's going to pay for
Right.
it.
So let's say for the sake of argument that we go with that,
Yeah.
right? Now, what is the time frame? What's the basic time frame between I've now ordered them to I get a box of T-shirts in and holy poop T-shirts?
Well, it depends on when we put the order in. We're probably looking at so if we put the order in tonight, we're probably looking at maybe a 2-week overturn. You know,
Turnover?
that's what I said.
An overturn.
I consider it an overturn because we're not making any money on it.
That's true.
This is a wash for us.
This is one of the worst.
Yeah.
It's not even it's not even a wash. A wash is when you break even.
Not even.
This is not a wash. This is
We're gonna muddy up our hands.
We just ate this amount of money.
Yeah, we're gonna end up
Case.
we're gonna end up getting T-shirts for ourselves. Okay, so that's 3 T-shirts, and then we're giving away 2 T-shirts, and then we're gonna be stuck.
Now, can we wear all the T-shirts before we give them away?
There you go.
Maybe we could charge. You could charge. Now, here's an idea. So you could start charging if we wear them ahead of time, pre-worn by the stars here on the Saturday Night Soundtrack, and you could charge more money for how long and when and where you wear them.
And who wore it?
Correct.
Yeah.
There you go.
Obviously, I'm the most handsome one here, so it would be me.
Yeah, but they want some English sweat on this.
English sweat goes a long way.
Oh.
I
Built an
remember
empire.
hearing that someone paid a good amount, like $2 million, for a rag used by Ringo.
Oh, that's quite possible.
So, $2 million.
I mean,
Like, what are you gonna do with that scent?
I think we're a few steps
Smells
away
like
from
English
Ringo
lager.
at this point.
But yeah, I think depending on when we put it all together, money wise and all that stuff, we're probably looking at 2 weeks out from whenever we collect that money.
Gotcha. Okay.
Possibly.
Yeah.
And unless I do some more investigating and find someone that does a T-shirt cheaper, and but the vendor I'm going through is going to give us.
That's 13 a T-shirt. That's about as cheap as you're going to get.
Yeah, and then also too that's going to be. You're also talking about you want it to look good. You don't want it to look generic, like you went down to a bunch of grapes, or what is it, purple grape, or whatever the hell that.
I have absolutely no idea.
Soft grape. That place downtown that you see in Plymouth and stuff like that. Soft as a grape. There's a little place, Soft as a grape, and they do these really generic T-shirts. It looks terrible, but it's like $1 a shirt or something.
I was going to say, how much do they charge, sir?
It's like,
you know what?
If you do something stupid, right, and you just say Saturday Night Soundtrack, blah, people are not going to they're not going to want to wear it. I'm sorry. So you got to put a little quality in there. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah. So quality is going to be put in there. If you want to pony up, that's fine. I'll do a can drive.
Well, now here's another question. Last question on this. What is the is there any kind of design on the map here?
Yep, it's in my brain.
That's not helpful.
I showed Steve.
It looks good.
But is it on paper?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I'm just saying, something has been transcribed from your brain to a piece of paper that could then be handed off to a company and be do this.
Yeah, and I showed Steve.
Replicate this.
Yeah. And Steve is on board, so that's 2 out of 3, Ringo.
Well, it's not really 2 out of 3. You didn't show me. It's not like I disagreed with it.
Well, it sounds like you're disagreeing with it.
No, absolutely not.
Website.
No, I told you. I told you 2 weeks ago.
Don't get defensive.
No. I told you 2 weeks ago that I wanted you to do this.
Yeah. No.
But what I'm saying, but then I'm saying you didn't show me the design.
Give me a piece of paper. I'll draw it for you.
Well, what did you show Steve?
The design I did on the phone, man.
Oh, well, show me that. That's what I'm saying.
I closed my phone.
Oh, my God. So, well, that's good. So,
they're coming.
This is in the works, and is apparently going to be painfully, abnormally expensive. Good.
I just fell.
It's bread. I'm looking at Baker's dozen.
Do you have an answer for us?
Yeah, I guess Baker's used to be cheats. So by giving somebody an extra bun, it was showing that they were not going to be a cheat on that particular transaction.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you realise that bread bakers were the reason for the minimum wage?
Oh, that explains everything.
Yeah, exactly. I knew it would.
Yeah, now Nate's going, I should have been a baker.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Should have happened. 508-531-1303. There's a weird smell in here. I think it's the heating system.
I thought it was Jared.
Yeah, it could be me. No, I'm not going to lie to you.
This week is better than 2 weeks ago. I'll give you that much. I'm not going to go overboard with praise, but I'm just going to say that it's better. And we're going to leave it at that. I think it's the heating system because it kind of smells like burning.
It smells like gasoline. I think I'm getting a little.
Hopefully everyone, we're all going to be okay.
No, we're going to die in here. Good. We're going to die in here. Steve's really enjoying this.
Your own private echo chambers.
Yeah. That's why you sound like it in an echo chamber. Yeah. We're having too much fun.
Oh, we're having a blast.
Oh, yeah.
If only we could have all this time, if we could have extra time, it'd be fantastic. But we'd work with what we got. You know what I'm saying?
It's subtle.
Yeah. Well, from what I heard that this is... Well, I'm not going to be here next week. So I'm not worried about next week, but the week after.
Yeah. Steve, you going to be here next week?
I'll be here next week.
All right. Steve's going to be here next week.
Oh,
Richards.
now I know how to get here.
Yeah. now he can drive under his own power. It's all over.
Yeah, I got lunch next week, so I won't be here.
Yes.
But send me updates, especially you, about the situation,
I don't actually know what that means.
Yes, you do.
Oh, yeah, I do know. Yeah. Okay, I gotcha. This was a little misleading.
No, it wasn't.
It was a little bit.
That was very leading, because you know where that's going.
508-531-1303.
This is why we need to have a camera.
No, we don't.
I'm visually entertaining.
Really don't.
Like right now, you don't even know what I'm doing. It's like a dreidel right now.
I'm not going to look.
Oh.
It's like a dreidel.
And with that, another classic rock block coming up. We got the Doors on deck next, BIM. Jimi Hendrix, 91.5 WBIM Bridgewater, Saturday night soundtrack. 8:35. Rob Hicks here. Jared Barbetta, Steve Rimmer. If 6 was 9, that was off the Access Bold as Love album. And before that, we heard the performance from AC/DC that they did at the 2015 Grammys a couple of weeks back. That was some live Rock or Bust, which is off the new album, and then followed it up with some live Highway to Hell. And that was probably the best part of the Grammys. You could have turned it on. watched that 6-minute performance and then turned it off.
I did just that. Just
There you go.
Pure chance. That was
I mean, that
on
was
and off.
pretty much what was worth checking out. AC/DC going to be at the Gillette Stadium August 22nd, and I have entered to win us some tickets.
Did we win?
No. Well, I mean, we don't know that yet because you can enter online, and then sporadically they will choose winners. So I have entered to try to win 2 tickets, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, okay.
So.
My problem with that song at the end is it just sounds like a bird tripping out on acid.
I do have an issue with the end of that song. The first part of the song is great. That ending, I mean, I'm a purist, so I'm not going to cut it off just because I don't like it. But Jimmy could have done without that.
The flute,
just my personal opinion.
I'm okay with psychedelic rock, but
it was actually I actually had that same thought. That was one of the many songs that I heard this week while shoveling snow. Within the past couple of weeks, just put my iPod on and go out there and shovel snow for 2 hours at a time, and that was one of the songs that came on while I was shoveling snow, and I was kind of grooving to the first part because I was like, hey, haven't heard this in a long time. This seems great. And then all of a sudden he started with the blah, 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 and I was like, I don't even know what to do with this. I'm standing in my driveway, snow up to my knees.
He's supposed to drop a tab of acid and then just
know what's happening.
I'm shoveling clouds.
Oh, God. 508-531-1303.
What's your take on that?
Yes.
Like the band?
Yes.
Oh, is that band not pronounced yes?
Of course it is.
No.
How else would you pronounce
someone else.
yes?
I was talking to somebody and they were not pronouncing it. I can't remember the way it was pronounced, but it was pronounced like huh?
Nothing.
I can't remember it, but it was strange to me. I'm like, what are you saying?
Well, they obviously were saying it wrong because I've never heard it said anything.
Well, because apparently it's like you put a German inflection on it or some kind of thing. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's like way back when in England Bowie first came out. Everybody tried to call him Bowie.
I called him Bowie when I was like 6 years old and Labyrinth came out. I was like, that has David Bowie in it.
And then somebody slapped it.
All over the place. I was watching this thing about that movie, and they were just talking about how that movie's really just just an advertisement for his.
Yeah, definitely.
That's all that movie is.
It's great.
It's just
The things that just go right over your head when you're a child.
Yeah.
You really want that over your head?
No.
Excuse me.
Look, Mommy, I have a hat.
The thing I was like getting more excited about for that movie was Jennifer Connelly.
Oh yeah.
She was my crush.
Yeah, but
she was everybody's crush back then.
Which movie was the best crush in though?
That movie where she's working overnight in a Target.
Store. Career Opportunities.
Clear Opportunity, yeah. And she's riding on that mechanical horse.
I watched a movie today with her in it called Dark Water.
Yeah, I hated that movie.
I wasn't that keen on it.
That movie was okay at best. It was,
You know what? Speaking of movies, not to interrupt you there, sir.
But you just did.
Hey.
Anytime anyone says not to, they're about to do or have done exactly what they say they're not doing.
I don't want to sound racist, but you're going to say something racist.
Go on, movies.
I was telling Steve this when we got into the studio earlier this evening. The best thing I've seen in a while is this pseudo documentary on Nick Cave, 2,000 Days on Earth or 20,000 Days on Earth.
You texted me about this. I didn't know what you were talking about.
I'm talking about that.
I think I sort of let the text conversation die because I didn't know what to say.
Well, that's what you do anytime I text you.
And I didn't. No, not
honey,
true.
Look, it's Jared again. Son of. Well, how do I stop this? I don't know.
My favorite is when you start talking about show stuff on a group text, and then you're like, I've just realized that I should probably compartmentalize this a bit.
She was so confused.
She wasn't. She was just like...
What do you mean shop talk? What's he talking about? But
code.
But that Nick Cave thing, phenomenal. I bought it on a whim. I saw the trailer and I was like, I need to see this film because I'm a Nick Cave fan anyway. And then I sought it out and I bought it.
Good.
I suggest you to do the same. I know he will, but I don't know about you.
I probably won't.
You're Jabberwocky.
If my wife was listening, this could be a good birthday gift.
Listen to that, wife.
Birthday gift.
Birthday gift.
Birthday
I was going to say these are subliminal messages, but there's nothing subliminal about this.
Birthday gift.
Have both of you coming from, or
Speaking of birthdays,
being around the area? Oh yeah, you had a birthday. Happy birthday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
Have you have either of you been to the Kingston Mall recently, or excuse me, the Kingston Collection?
Yes, I have.
Okay. When was the last time?
Saturday.
Have you? Okay, so have you been there since? So was the Abercrombie already there at that time?
Yes.
Do you notice that you can basically just down the hall, like halfway down the hall of the mall, like almost at the other entrance, you can just kind of smell college hero douchebaggery as you walk down the hall towards Abercrombie?
You do realize that we're on a college campus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
totally.
that's our percentage of listeners right there. As Steve has noted, that our broadcast signal is 0.2 miles.
Yeah.
So the only people that listen to this, so you saying like college douchebaggery is
No, I said
not
college
helpful.
hero douchebaggery. You know, the guys who think they're great and they got to wear the gallon of Axe to go take a midterm.
Yes.
It's not
I
necessary.
don't think people that are wearing Axe shop at Abercrombie.
Well,
Sorry.
some scent is coming from there.
Yeah,
that is just
it's called
offensive.
arrogance.
I was in the mall today. I was just walking down the hall, walking towards the store, and it just hits you like a wall. I was like, "Holy God!"
That's probably
That is
well
strong.
because it's Saturday night, and you know as well as I do, those kids, like the younger kids, the high school kids, and the middle school kids that have nothing better to do with their lives than to hang out at the mall, just go to Target, and spray the Axe spray.
But it wasn't the kids spraying the spray; it was the store itself. The actual scent of the store was just emanating from this new locale.
Technically, can we still call it a mall?
No.
So how do you say you went? I went to the collection.
I
you
went to the collection, yes.
Wow.
I strolled about the collection. I went into Newbury Comics for 5 minutes and left.
I wish they would call it something else other than the collection.
Like a mall, like what it is.
I went to a grouping.
Because they're never going to be.
The Kingston group.
They're never going to be new. They're never going to be Derby Street.
No, they're not.
Because that's what and that's what they're aiming for, and that's not what they are.
That's also what like a lot of stores are going the way though. Like everybody's going into like the outdoorsy, want to walk around, you know. But because New England is in like
right. I was going to say,
walk in the pouring rain to get to a store I want to go to.
Right. Let's think about this for a second. So everything's gravitating towards outdoor shopping adventures. Think about the last few weeks, and then tell me how wise a decision that is.
Let me just walk
Perhaps
8 feet in snow to get to a store.
Perhaps you think that's great in July and August when it's like 90 degrees. I don't even want to be outside when it's 90 degrees, so it's not even that great then, but maybe you think it's fantastic.
You need to live in the center of the country.
I really do. Think about what it's like right now, and you're going to realize how terrible
it's a terrible idea.
Whole gravitation towards outdoor
Well, you know
stores
I
are.
actually worked in the last open air mall in Massachusetts in Framingham, and you're right, it was horrible.
Right.
Yeah. And then it went into
and all that.
and then it went into like actual traditional malls, or the malls that we've come to know, and then now it's going back to the strip mall, and it's give it another
mall.
yoga pants.
I don't know
why. Hey, we have to play this.
What's happening?
We have to play this.
Okay.
I don't know what track we're going to play off it, but
Let Rob decide.
yeah, he doesn't. He's not very good at this.
Pick a good one.
Oh, hi! I didn't realize that you were still right there.
This is still going on.
I'm sorry.
Still going on.
You're that invisible to me.
And NSU as well.
Oh yes, and you have to play NSU
Okay.
right there. So you got 2 songs
Oh, great.
to play.
I will. I'll integrate those into the playlist accordingly.
Effort, right? You will.
How's that?
Yeah, you will.
We got Eddie Money on deck. In the meantime.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
It's happening. It's not the Geico commercial either.
I got a feeling someone's watching me.
How about we just let him? How about we let this?
No, why? I could do it just fine. Someone's watching me, right?
91.5 WBIM.
Oh.
It's Bad Company. 91.5 WBIM Bridgewater. Saturday night soundtrack. 7 minutes after 7. Rob Hicks, Jared Barbetta, trying to do some coordinating with Mr. Rimmer.
Yeah.
There's some bad timing going on. Whoops.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the song was longer.
Oh, 2.5 minute song. That's all it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Call us up, 508-531-1303. And this is something that, I don't know, Steve, I feel like Steve may have had more of an opportunity to have seen or heard this than you. But
thanks.
we'll let him weigh in anyway. Have you, so Jim Cantori, right? for the Weather Channel. Mm-hmm. All right. Have you seen or heard the video of him essentially just losing his poop
Oh,
over
snow?
the thunder snow?
Oh, yes.
Have you heard this? Have seen this?
I've seen it.
5.
I've seen it. Oh my God! Is that 5? Is that 5? Yeah!
Oh, yes! 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 We got it, baby! We got it! We got it! Woo! Woo! We got it!
And in the video, he's like dancing around in snow that's like up to his knees. That
Oh, baby!
that I would have just fallen over had that been the case. Had I been trying to
he
do
did
that.
fall over once.
Did he? Oh yeah, that's right.
He did.
Again! That's a twofer! That's a twofer, baby!
I'm thinking we need to cut that in sometimes when we do our classic rock.
when we get a
supers.
phone call, when we get 2 phone calls, yeah, baby. You know?
Oh, my goodness!
Every time we get a phone call, we will play like one of those. Oh, is that number 5?
That's a 3! You
Yeah,
gotta
right.
be kidding me! You gotta be
That's
kidding
what it needs to
me!
be.
That's what
Every
need
time
to
we
do.
get a phone
Wasn't he
call.
in Plymouth?
Needs to happen.
It was in Plymouth.
He was in Plymouth.
It was,
when that
yeah.
happened, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was just going ape. And I was watching the Weather Channel
Really
today.
picked up and through here. And there's another one! That's number... You gotta be kidding me!
You gotta be kidding me.
I was watching Weather Channel today, and they're talking about the storm that's rolling in that we're experiencing now that we can't see because we're
Right.
here. And they got a girl in D.C.
You can have your
and she's just getting
$500
just as amped up and animated.
Powerball or whatever the heck
And I'm
it
like,
was.
ever since
I'll take care of
Cantori,
that.
they've been all getting animated.
Yeah.
It's
4
ridiculous.
episodes of Thunderstorm.
You need to tone it down a couple of notches.
So we have
Because,
five-
you know,
5 strikes.
And people were talking about like, is this real? Like, was he really this amped up, or was this just an on?
I didn't believe it the first time I saw it. I thought it was a joke.
Dude, that's number 6. You gotta be kidding
I like how he
me.
starts saying "dude" by the time he gets to number 6.
Chicago. Folks, now this is Chicago all over
Oh.
again.
Oh,
Sitting in the middle of it.
it needs to be. It needs to be. That really has to happen. From this point on, anytime we get a phone call, and we get one phone call,
Yeah.
we'll,
I think that needs to. I think that needs to go on. You gotta be kidding me! Can we dance? Dude! Can we dance around the studio like
certainly.
yes,
yeah,
yes?
We'll just like throw it, like, because at one point he throws CDs.
Oh, he does, yeah.
Or snow, rather. And
Snow,
we should
right?
just be throwing CDs. Yeah, you know.
Dude!
Oh, there it is. Yes. You gotta play the clip. You gotta play the clip.
Once.
It's going on.
You're not
It's
playing the
happening.
clip.
Oh, yes! 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 We got it, baby! We got it!
Oh, we got a phone call.
We got it!
That's probably Channel 4.
Oh, it's somebody. That's the guy downstairs.
Where was he in front of? I was trying to...
I don't know where he was in front of, but to me it looked like the Plymouth Lodge, but that's not true.
No.
Because that's all nice and shoveled out. So I'm not sure where he was.
Because it was a big parking lot, whatever it was.
Yeah, and they had columns in the back.
Yeah.
So
That's a twofer!
Yeah. That's is that 2 calls from Nate or is that 3?
That's 3.
that's 3.
You gotta be kidding me!
You gotta be kidding me.
What's he got?
We're gonna play some Pink Floyd for him.
All right. I got to do my segment.
You do have to do your
Yeah.
segment.
So
So
we'll-
we'll do that. Next segment, we'll do your segment.
Yes,
How's
please.
that? Let's
Yeah.
do that.
And that
Let's
segment
plan
is
for
for
that.
Nate.
Okay.
Nate, that segment.
So what we'll do, we'll get it. Let's get back in.
I like how we're getting all excited
All right.
and we're just throwing it down.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do? Let's bring it in. Bring it in, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do another block of classic rock we got coming up. We got got some more music coming up that we're gonna play before Nate's request. Then we're gonna play Nate's request. I think that's just the vibration from the that. Yeah. There you go.
Why was that vibrating?
Because you hit it.
No, I didn't hit it.
Somebody hit something.
I didn't hit nothing.
Physics. So gonna play. Stop.
It's like a tuba.
You gotta be kidding me! So, we're gonna play some music. Near the end of the block, we're gonna play Pink Floyd for Nate. We'll go back on the air and we'll do your segment for Nate. How's that?
Yeah, you better be listening,
How about we do it that way?
Natham.
You gotta be kidding.
You gotta be kidding me!
I gave Steve the little preview of the segment. It's not that long. It's like a minute, right? Would you say it's a minute?
Yeah, something like that.
It's not that excited. Steve's not that excited. You can see on his face.
Well, that's not encouraging. Not encouraging, sir.
So
here we go. 508-531.
are you gonna go to the bathroom now?
Yeah, I'm going to the bathroom now.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody needs to know that. Steve, you can finally go. You can finally go.
The people that are in the 0.20 miles Oh,
I like that you were like, whoops. 508-531.
that was a quick song.
1903.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Oh, that's a twofer!
Oh, we're going to have Bruce Springsteen coming up.
Oh, two of them!
Oh, you're kidding me. No, it's just one song by him.
Just one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah!
Whether you're spending a night in town or just a night in, we've got you covered. It's All Request Classic Rock on Bridgewater's Saturday night soundtrack with Rob Hicks at 91.5 WBIM.
Little Pink Floyd, 91.5 WBIM Bridgewater Saturday night soundtrack. That one is going out to Nate, who hopefully is so happy that we just played a song that he will go online and follow us on Twitter at SN Soundtrack, and he's going to seek us out and search for Saturday Night Soundtrack on Facebook and like us there too.
Oh, did he say that?
No, I'm saying that's what should happen now that we played a song for him.
He's being a Richard.
You haven't really said that too much tonight. Steve, have you noticed this?
He's holding back on the Richard.
There's been a lack of Richard.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it
Yeah.
today. You know,
I'm a little
out of it. I'm a little out of it.
I was
this
feeling
week.
like calling some people some Richards earlier. But
No, I'm a little bit out of it this week, so that's
Especially
all.
the people that don't plough the driveways.
yes, those people.
Our little walk we have.
You know, I
Oh, yes, yes.
have to shovel my street. Not only just my driveway, but I have to shovel my street.
No, it's just civic duty, sir.
Up to F that it is, because I'm not allowed to like shovel snow into the street, but you know, because that's they'll fine you or something stupid like that. But they won't plow my street because it's
They want us to shovel the, the fire hydrants?
yeah.
Well, guess what? Mikey D does not do that. By not doing that, keep them covered with snow and ice, it keeps the damn stinking neighborhood dogs away.
I love that you referred to yourself in the third person.
Speaking of snow, and we'll get to something that Jared wants to do in a minute here. But have
What,
you
eat yellow
guys
snow?
have you guys heard the audio of the neighbor just going ape crap because somebody put snow in his yard?
Oh no!
Or in his driveway or something to that
Did it affect
effect?
his driveway or walkway at all?
It was somebody put snow in something. Like, they basically just kind of, I don't know if he had a snowblower and blew the snow into his yard, but the guy basically just kind of went off on a tirade and the other guy just started recording it. And it's just gone viral.
My property!
Well, this is snow, and if you think you're going to keep snow
You
off
don't
of all your
put your
property...
snow on my property!
This is not my snow.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
This
it
is
is.
not your snow.
This is my property!
This is the snow.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
this is
calm
my
down.
property.
Why are you being
don't
such an
blow
asshole?
your snow on my property.
Did he
You
just-
don't put any snow that was where you were on my property.
Okay, Gary. You've scared me now.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm a lunatic. Look at
I
yourself.
mean, if it didn't go on his, if it didn't go on his
Want to see
walkway,
a picture of it that I took?
steps, stairs, or driveway, or sidewalk, no problem.
Right. But
Snow-free, right?
But the problem I have with this video is that this guy is like basically videoing this guy as though he was some sort of snow psychopath, and the guy filming basically sounds like a snot-nosed hipster weasel
Yeah.
who needs to get punched in the face.
It's not my snow. It's everybody's snow.
Right. I'm pretty much on the side of Gary, even though he's trying to make Gary look like he's an absolute nutbag.
Yeah, because he I get Gary's point. Like he's just adding more snow to this guy's area. You know, like I already just shoved
My
out my
property.
walkway. Yeah.
This is not your
Hey,
snow.
have a problem with it? Go to friggin' Siberia, for Christ's
Doesn't
sakes.
matter. This is my property.
Why are you...
Oh, be careful there. Be careful there. We don't need a nudge.
But, yeah, so that's what snow's doing to everyone.
Oh.
Snow's just making everyone mad.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone.
Everybody.
Yeah.
If I see Frosty the Snowman, he's getting punched
Hey,
directly
guys, speaking
in
of
the
snow,
face.
coals.
Speaking of snow,
Oh.
remember Underdog?
Yeah.
Remember his Simon Bar Sinister?
Oh, that guy
His
with the mustache.
No, I know he was just Simon Bar Sinister had this assistant named Cad.
Okay.
He was always scheming up something. He's going to turn everything into friggin' snow and ice and stuff.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Simon says, "Go snow." You got to look at it. It is hilarious. He's one of those evil villainous heels. One of many that were trying
got
to
that.
outdo.
villainous heel.
Yeah.
He's got the waxed mustache and all that deal going on.
yes, no.
You had something you wanted to discuss, Jared.
Yeah,
This was coming up for Nate. We just played the Have a Cigar off Wish You Were Here for Nate.
Yeah.
And you
So
had
hopefully
something
he's
else.
still listening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you had something else you want to talk
So
about.
this kind of goes back into the conversation that we had now 2 weeks ago, We're talking about Sam Smith and the whole Tom Petty situation, and then people started playing Tom Petty songs that sounded like other people's songs, that he ripped off. It's a little. This little segment here is a little bit of like a rock and roll secret type of situation. So I'm sure everybody that is listening, especially Nate, knows this song, right? If you play the right, just let that go for a little bit, and just let it kick in.
Just let it sink in.
Harmonics
soak into your cranium.
Yeah. Just listen to the harmonics there being played, and then you'll pay attention to the riffs that you're hearing at this point, the chord progression. Wait for it. Okay, now if you can pause this.
Yes.
And then go to the other track I told you to select. Now, this is a band from 74, I want to say, from England. They played this on the Big Biscuit Show.
What the hell was that?
Biscuit Show.
What's the name of that?
Biscuit Flour Hour?
Yes, that thing. They played
late Sunday night back in...
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been drinking Arnold Palmer all night.
You don't remember that show? I do. I used to listen to it late every Sunday night on AAF. Oh, yeah, that's right. You didn't exist back then.
Yeah, that escaped me.
Yeah.
So does everybody have the chords in their memory now?
So now you got that part. Now you got this part, right? You got to wait for it and turn it up a little bit. See that? It's the same chord progression.
Similarity.
Yeah. Now, this is a band called Bleak House. And the thing about it is that, Metallica, especially the drummer Lars Ulrich, being a big into the music scene in the, and then when he was growing up, he had this record, and, I guess they must have gotten drunk like they were doing. And then they started, fooling around with music, and then they played that chord progression. And then at that point, oh, this is good. And it turned into that song, Welcome Home Sanitarium. And then obviously there was a little bit of an issue there because it sounds similar.
Right.
Similar?
Yes. So the story goes is that Metallica then went to the band, who didn't really gain much popularity or anything because that was I think that was the only album that they released. And Metallica went up to them and said, we're going to buy your album wholly. We own your album. And, anytime someone buys, that record on iTunes or something silly like that, they still kick the band Bleak House some money. But essentially, because the two chord progressions are fairly
similar,
that's the, that's what they do.
Now, was that like a judgment, or was that like an agreement? You know what I mean?
I think it was an agreement because at this point in time, Master of Puppets from Metallica was I guess the album that really broke for them.
Okay.
Outside of the Black Album, which everybody that broke them into the mainstream, but this broke out. They were like, all right, these guys actually have musical chops. Album, and so then they came to them like, well, we're more popular than you, and we have the money, so we're going to purchase the rights for this album.
Gotcha.
Is the way the story goes. And that's like a little bit of, secret history type of thing.
Uh-huh.
Not a lot of people know about Bleak House because they've kind of just been washed away in the shores of time.
Right. So apparently Tom Petty didn't feel like buying anything from Sam Smith, and he was like, why don't you stop it?
Give me 12% of all your profits.
How about you stop being a thief?
Yeah.
How would that be?
But again, what Metallica does, they do kick that band some money. Either way, so if someone buys Bleak House's album on iTunes, or if someone buys that track, Welcome Home Sanitarium, they'll give that band some cash. So it's an either way kind of thing. We lifted your riff, and we got a lot more successful with it, but
right.
we feel bad that we drunkenly lifted this riff from you, so here's 4% of the money.
Why would Bleak... Well, did you say it was an either way? Because why would Bleak House owe Metallica anything?
No, Bleak House owes them nothing.
Okay, good.
But if someone bought Bleak House's record,
yeah.
Metallica will give Bleak House the money appropriate, right? But if someone bought Master Puppets, Bleak House gets some of their money. Or if someone purchased the song "Welcome Home Sanitarium," they'll get
I guess what I'm trying to say is why would Metallica give Bleak House any money if people bought Bleak House's song?
Because the story goes is that they own it.
Oh, I see. So they own they
own the masters. They own
masters
the whole
of
bit.
everything.
Yeah,
so
of
basically,
that album.
it's almost as though. But do they get any? Do they get royalties when people buy Bleak House's stuff?
Yeah, so it's like,
Okay.
so it might be like 60-40 or 40-60
I see, okay.
type of thing.
That is confusing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing that they even struck that deal.
Well, Lars Ulrich is a pretty good businessman. Like, he made it so, like, at a certain point in time, we'll get so much, when we release so many records, we'll get all of our masters, which is something unheard of in that time of music. It's similar to, like, when Sinatra said, I'm going to get all of my master tapes at the end of this contract with Capitol.
Right.
And they're like, no, nobody does that. And,
right.
He was like, yes, I do that. And, okay. And he got it. Waylon Jennings did the same thing.
I was going to say, and then about a decade later, Ray Charles did that with Atlantic.
Ray Charles, right? And then you got, it's almost all the greats. Ray Charles. I don't think Cash did it, but Waylon Jennings did it. And then, you have Metallica doing it with their
right.
stuff. So, but yeah, that's a little bit of secret history.
There you go. Secret history.
So,
a band that's not so secret is Rush. We got another track from Rush coming up.
Yeah, that's right. Again, we got to hear those street cats from Canada.
Canada. Whatever good. Nothing good came out of Canada.
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 Yeah.
I mean, like any country that produces Justin Bieber cannot be good.
Oh, jeez. How dare you say that?
Hey,
that name within my hearing range.
Yeah, that's right, Justin Bieber.
Let's talk about Justin Bieber and Eminem back to back, and see Mikey D blow a blood vessel in his brain.
And Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice
in the news again.
Yeah, I like the fact that they keep referring to him as Van Winkle in every
exactly.
in every news article because that's actually his last name.
I'm not up on this. What happened?
He stole a bunch of crap.
He has
right?
a reality show on the West Coast now where they flip houses. And I guess they broke into a house next door to the house that he was doing for the show and stole a bunch of stuff.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. And every time they do, they show the piece, they play a piece of Ice Ice Baby, which still hurts me, because that was ripped off like crazy from Bowie.
No. See, the difference was, is it din-din-din-din-din-din.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
Justin Bieber. Give me an airplane sickness bag, quick.
Oh.
But this is the actual song.
Yeah.
This is not Ice Ice Baby. Which once again, I'm curious to know, like, Vanilla Ice just shows up in the studio and he's like, "Hey guys, I got something great." Starts playing that.
Totally new.
I think that's already been done.
No, nobody's done that.
Not. No,
I'm a musical genius.
no, it's totally fine. Totally fine.
Okay.
This is Free Will. This is off the Permanent Waves album
From Crush.
with an R, sir.
Oh.
It's Rush with an R.
I thought it was Crush.
But he's right, his music does crush.
Play some-
It's so damn good.
Play some Fudgy next.
Yeah, we can play some Fudgy next. We're going to play Ramones.
WBIM.
Santana, 91.5 WBIM Bridgewater. Saturday night soundtrack. That one off the self-titled album, Soul Sacrifice, of course. The killer version he did was the one that he did at Woodstock. And that was pretty much the one that etched himself into the mind of, everyone at the time, made him a legend. And, now he's designing women's boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Now his name is on women's boots.
Do you realise Bret Michaels has a range of dog toys?
Sure he does.
Yes, he does.
Sure he does.
He does. Loser. I don't know.
I don't mind it when people have vodka in skulls. I think that's pretty cool.
I guess so, but
But dog toys?
what kind of
Dog
genius?
toy is just not noble enough.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, you're in this big, partying rock and roll band, and, it was a big thing, and then all of a sudden, I'm designing dog clothes.
Dog toys are very important to keep them happy and healthy.
Dog beds as well.
Because dogs need skull caps. You know what I mean?
Some of them do. Some of them do.
Man.
Speaking of dogs and the stuff you go and buy for them and do for them and stuff, you guys want to hear
Still
some?
at 40 minutes.
You guys want to hear some audio of me embarrassingly, awkwardly interacting with the public with disastrous consequences?
Oh, yes, please.
Not really disastrous consequences, but just awkward consequences.
I've heard all kinds of things from you.
So,
Embarrassing things.
We went. We have a Cavalier King Charles, and went to have her groomed today. And I'm going to try to do a thing here in the show because I don't think everybody fully understands what it's like to be me. Out living my life.
Thank you.
In general. So I'd like to sort of capture these little glimpses of my life. Started today, and and this is how it starts.
No, that's something way different.
So,
I'm sorry.
You gonna be all right, sir?
Yes.
All right. So bring her in. She gets cleaning and whatnot, and I'm going to I go back to pick her up, and of course, when you go back to pick them up, they're always telling you things. They're telling you stuff about, your dog did great. Look out for this. Look out for that. So on and so forth. So here's me talking to the groomer, and here's her telling me something that I didn't hear, and tried to pretend like I heard, but then started to realize that it was actually important, and I needed to know what she said again. Uh-huh. And it's just awkward. Okay, so she's just said anal glands.
Anal glands,
okay?
she did, yes.
Fairly clearly, but I didn't hear it because there's barking dogs and stuff in the background. So listen to me try to pretend like I just heard exactly what she just said.
Okay. So I would recommend taking her to the vet, and they can do it internally and fully empty it out. It's nothing that needs to be...
And I'm just saying okay because I'm thinking... But she's starting to talk about vets and emptying things out and stuff you may need to do, and I'm like, oh, time out, because I don't really understand exactly what you're saying. I don't get what's going on. So, it continues.
Definitely do it sooner than later.
Okay. What's that called again?
Anal glands?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, I'm like, oh, God. I just made her say anal glands again. Oh, God.
Sounds like one of those Valley girls now.
And, yeah.
Where girls say everything with a question. Her anal gland?
And I'm trying now. And she keeps going, and she's like, "They'll know." And I'm just trying to get her to stop talking because I'm like, I want to pretend that I didn't ask you to just repeat that.
They'll know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, I bring it up.
I'm like, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Good. Stop. You can stop. You can stop.
Glands.
Anal glands.
Anal glands?
Anal glands?
Anal glands?
So, so
is this what other dogs are smelling?
I don't actually know what they are. That explanation there, as you can tell, clearly did not help me.
If I'm understanding this correct,
Steve's gonna Google this.
If I'm understanding this correct, your dog's anal glands are full.
My dog's anal glands are at capacity.
Are at capacity, and you're gonna have to bring it to a vet for some person to stick their fingers
She didn't
in.
want to squeeze them too much.
Yeah.
Right, she didn't want to cause more damage. And my thought...
More damage.
I mean, my thought to that is good.
Hemorrhoids?
If you don't think you can drain my dog's anal glands appropriately, you work at PetSmart and you groom my dog. I don't really want you attempting that if you think you can't.
I like and I dislike her voice because it's like all the girls today where it's like anal glands.
Normally when a dog poops, the fluid in his anal sacs is squeezed out too. Oh, really? Okay, what if that happens with us too?
Is that like... Are you looking up to see if people have...
I was just saying this, you see. It's got a fluid with a distinct odour. That is what the other dogs are sniffing your dog's butt for.
There you go.
Anal glands.
It's like, is it like, well, see, like with people...
It defines the dog's sex to another dog. This is pretty cool stuff. Approximately.
Welcome to the internet, sir.
Yes. Okay, that's enough of the anal gland issues.
Wow. So...
Yeah. How to express a dog's anal gland with pictures. Oh, right.
So I'm assuming that when you have a situation of Louisiana, this is what it is. It's our anal glands.
Yeah. This is
anal glands.
So that's just a little taste. I hope to give you folks more, over the coming weeks and months of just my interaction with people.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Just how terrible
I see what you're doing. You're recording these things. Why am I seeing... Is that an anal gland?
It's a dog's anal gland.
Externally, it looks like a Hershey's Kiss.
But it is not, sir. It is very important to mention that it is not.
Oh, you got a Hershey Kiss stuck on your fur.
No. Absolutely.
Just read that first line.
What's the first line? Lift the dog's tail, roll it up to expose anus.
There you go.
Yeah, we got some quality radio right here. Reading to you about anal glands.
Try not to frighten your dog. Excuse me, I don't mean to frighten you. But may I just roll up your tail to look at your glands?
Let me just squeeze this gland right here.
I'm just trying to get at your anal glands.
Anal glands? Want to take it to a vent? I think. What is this? Oh, is that telling you where to pinch to get the anal gland? See, you should see this. So that way you can go to your,
You don't need the vet. You can do it yourself.
Yeah, you can go to Cuppy Pants.
I actually did see it is Cuppy Pants. I did see a thing that said that you could try to do it at home.
So I can see you with your face.
I'm not attempting to do this at home.
I can see you with your face, like, just right up to the... Oh, what's this? Oh, my face. I just got a snack pack on the face.
That's not happening.
Wash the dog's bottom for expressed liquid. What? What is this? Oh, milking. If you're milking correctly, the liquid should
If you're milking correctly.
The liquid should be coming out slowly. The liquid smells strongly of fish and may...
You got a fishy dog now?
And maybe anything from clear, smooth consistency to a brownish, grainy substance.
Now you can go back to your groomer now, fully well versed.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You'll never be confused again.
If the discharge is bloody or especially pasty, do not continue. See your vet as soon as possible.
At that point, stop it. It was good of you to try up until this point.
Does this apply to your wife as well?
Oh. Continue to milk until the glands have emptied. You will know that they are empty when the sacs are barely palpable and there is no liquid to be expected.
Okay, that's enough of the anal glands.
My goodness.
God.
Wipe your dog's
Radio at its
right at the end of it, step 10. Give the dog a treat.
I think after all that butt play, that's enough.
They didn't get enough of a treat.
Yeah, a lot of butt play there.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers for you.
I'd like to see Howard Stern top this.
What else would you expect from the best show here at WBIM?
Classy show.
Refugee Saturday Night Soundtrack.
We get something we both know.
91.5 WBIM Bridgewater Saturday Night Soundtrack. Rob Hicks, Jared Barbetta, Steve Rimmer. You all right out there?
No, we're standing so that we can make a fast exit.
And notice that. You get your...
Was that what we're doing?
You got your coats on.
We got our coats on. We got everything ready, That way it's not like 4 seconds over.
Yeah. The terrorists win at this point. You know what I mean?
That's
I'm just saying.
The thing is we still have a quality show.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I mean,
you got to also understand too. At this point, with 20 minutes left in the shift, I'm not going to leave because who would leave with 20 minutes left to go in their shift?
Exactly.
I'm not going to do it. You know
I see what you're doing there. But still, being ready.
The being ready's good. Being ready.
I don't want to get knifed. I get enough of that at my main job. I don't want that at my hobby getting knifed.
I mean, I put my laptop away. I'm about to put the iPod away. So I mean, everything is pretty much away. You know what I mean?
Like?
Oh, it's hell.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with
I
that.
can't do that, Dave.
What's happening? It's been a great night. It's been fun.
It's been real. It's been fun.
The first couple of hours were an experience, and the rest of the night continues to be an experience.
You just found $1.20 in his pocket.
There you go. It's a win-win for everyone.
Might keep somebody happy for an extra 3 minutes.
So,
Jared is not going to be with us next week.
No, I'll be at Lodge.
You'll be at Lodge.
Yeah,
because
so
Lodge is more important than the best radio show on
unfortunately,
BIM.
it is. I'm sorry. I'll be here the week after, though.
Steve will be with me next week.
With bells.
I will be here.
There you go.
I will be here with bells, though. You won't be, so it's okay.
Steve, let's remember to bring our galoshes next week.
Yeah, because we're getting another storm.
Well, whatever. Even if we get another storm or we don't, the streets out there are so terrible.
Whoever wished for snow during Christmas is going to get punched directly in the kidneys.
It's all those children. We have to punch the children.
Yeah, just line them up.
Yep.
Take a number. Oh, hey, Timmy. Take that. Oh, Stacy, you want a snow? Take that.
You want a white Christmas? You're a little late.
Yeah.
Little late.
Well,
$1 short.
Well, maybe the guy taking all the orders was just a little bit,
overzealous.
Overzealous, or maybe he was just a little
okay.
He was going through all his email and got through all the spam and finally saw these wishes for So, all right, you want snow? There you go. So I'd say line up those kids and I'll punch them directly in the kidneys.
That's fantastic.
No, I wouldn't punch him. I'd punch him in the glands.
The glands.
Now that we know exactly where everything is, make it easier. It's a great sound. Just keep doing that. Just keep doing that, sir.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
So listen to us next week.
Yeah.
Call us up for requests next week.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, if you're thinking to yourself, gosh, I wish.
I'd like to be updated if the show is going to be canceled.
Right, I'd like to be updated. I'd like to know.
If they're threatened not to be on so long.
Correct. I'd like to know, what these clowns are doing in their free time.
Yeah.
Well, here's something.
I'd like to know the progress report of my darn T-shirt.
Exactly. Where's the website? Here's something you can do. You can follow us on Twitter at SN Soundtrack, and you can like us on Facebook. It's Saturday Night Soundtrack. Nathan and Greg Black.
Nathan.
Because we know you guys think.
Screw Greg Black.
He might have called us tonight, by the way. I don't think.
Because you don't take names.
No, sometimes I take names. Sometimes if they seem like they're in a hurry, if they're in a hurry to get off the phone, if I'm doing something, I'm not always going to take their name.
Cheating on their wife? Like, hey, wife, I'm going to call.
Entirely possible. I don't know.
I need to listen to 17.
Do I know? I don't know what's going on out there.
I mean, who's going to I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, honey. And then hey, Rob, I need to listen to this song real quick.
If we were to run the show as a show normally is run, the person who's actually running the show would not be doing everything. He would have a call screener or somebody to answer the phone for him.
Maybe we'll get to that point.
And I
think 2016 is the year for us to move on from the point of 2.2 miles to we'll get a bit bigger station. We'll go to a different station. That way, we're not
I was basically just asking you to answer the phone. If you see that I'm busy.
Well, you know what? If maybe the phone was in here, I'd answer the phone, okay?
There's really no reason for you not to be able to come in here and answer the phone.
Yeah, I don't want to be I'd have to get all behind you and, no, thank you.
Glands. We got one last song coming up.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man.
What? This is how we always do it. Oh. It's 10:46. I'm not leaving my show within 20 or 15 minutes of when I'm supposed to leave my show.
Then I get it.
It's not cool, you know what I mean?
Man, it's so awkward. Thank you. Just play the damn song. Can we play it and talk over it?
No, we can't.
Come on. No,
we can't. Come on. Nah, we got ELO to close it out tonight.
Oh, the longest song in the history of the rock?
What? No.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what song you're talking about. The song's 4 minutes long.
Oh, well, ELO has some long songs.
Yeah, well, this is not it.
Oh, you say you and then whoops, this is the live version.
This maybe should be a dedication. I don't know.
To who?
You know who.
Who died?
Oh, you know who.
Oh, I see. I see what you did there.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
I won't be here.
I will.
I won't be here.
We'll welcome Steve back.
You welcome him back, but I won't be here.
Here's a dedication to Anonymous.
Here we go.
See you next week. Bye.